Do you feel that your perspective has changed? What do you think of scientists now?
My perspective has changed a lot on Newton. Uh, was a big Newton fan. I'm not a big Newton fan anymore. He sucks. I didn't really know much about Darwin anyway, and Galileo was not that surprising. And understanding the Catholic Church the way I do, it was kind of foreseen that that would happen.
Absolutely, yeah. I didn't realize how much influence the church had over these early scientists. I didn't realize how much, like Newton, it's very surprising to find out that Newton was trying to set out to prove something rather than discover something. You know what I'm saying?
I see a lot more how their role incorporates with religion and mixes in with it. All I thought of them was as scientists now. I see they had lives too with religion.
What would be the benefit of painting scientists as doing their research in a vacuum in isolation versus being influenced
By God.
by religion? Yeah.
I guess to make stuff not based on religion. I guess teachers and professors, they do know this about scientists. Well, they have to know about this about scientists, at least some of them, but they don't want to teach us that because, like, I guess it doesn't really make or break what they say. Like, it doesn't matter if Newton believes in God or not. His laws are still, like, true to physics. So then my physics professor telling us that Newton did this for God would make us disbelieve it, even though it's true. So there is a juxtaposition between religion and science that they don't want to coincide together because some people don't believe it. Some people think that science is superior, even though they do go hand in hand in most cases.
Do you think this scientist in a vacuum narrative could be harmful?
Yeah, definitely. That's hard to say. I can't say why. But I guess you got to have some kind of human inputs. You got to have some kind of mistakes. If not, we'd all be robots.
So that was the content for this project. So now I want to do a personal reflection of my thoughts in this project on the process, whether I achieved my goals, did I fulfill my expectations, basically, what this actually, how I feel about the result. So I'm really happy with how this project turned out. I think I had a little bit higher expectations going in, and what I've realized is I think they were rooted in all of the knowledge and context that I had from the class as a whole throughout the semester. And what I realized in doing the interviews is that when you're trying to pack all of this into a 20-minute interview, it's almost impossible to kind of show these people that I'm interviewing all of the nuances that are underlying these religious relationships of scientists. I do think that it did kind of, I don't think that this project completely broke down their objective scientist narrative. I definitely think it did make them question, though, what they're learning and why they're learning it. So I think we had good discussions about how science, wants to distinguish itself as like a prestigious, authoritative, and like objective discipline. So, in order to do so, in the past, scientists wanted to separate themselves from religion, and that's the main kind of thing, the underlying thing that I kind of wanted to get at with this project. And I think it did break through to all of them, as either on or off camera. So I think it achieved my ultimate goal. I also think this project turned out to be something a lot more fun than I thought it would be, like a lot more interesting, entertaining. You know, I found myself, you know, laughing and really enjoying myself while I was going through the editing process, just rewatching, you know, the reactions that people had to this content. So I think I definitely did get something out of this. I think the people in my house got something out of this. I think we all learned something. You know, I learned a lot about the interviewing process, and I learned a lot about teaching, and how hard it actually is. And I also think it was really nice to just, you know, sit and talk with the people in my household about science and these narratives. So it was a good time, at the very least, doing this project. And I am happy that I chose to do this. And I'm glad that I opened myself up into this creative outlet, because I think I found something that I really enjoy.